Marijuana is a political hotspot and has caused debates all over the country. There are medical benefits to using marijuana, and it ranges further than just recreational use. I don't suggest smoking recreationally, but I believe that with further studies and trials, that marijuana should be legalized on a medical level all over the country. First, I will discuss problems with the prohibition against medical marijuana. Next, I will discuss the states and laws that allow it. And last, I will discuss the solution for the medical marijuana issues. There are many problems with the prohibition of medical marijuana. First, what is medical marijuana? According to WebMD, medical marijuana uses the marijuana plant or chemicals in it to treat diseases or conditions. It's basically the same product as recreational marijuana, but they use it and grow it specifically for medical issues. The marijuana plant contains more than 100 different chemicals called cannabinoids. Delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, which is the THC, is one of the main chemicals used in the medicine. THC also produces the high that people feel when they smoke or eat it. What is medical marijuana used for? Medical marijuana can be used to treat many different conditions. According to WebMD, some of those conditions include Alzheimer's, Crohn's, appetite loss, cancer, eating disorders, glaucoma, schizophrenia, PTSD, multiple sclerosis, muscle spasms, nausea, and pain. Cannabinoids are similar to what chemicals the body produces that are related to memory and appetite and pain and movement. Cannabinoids can help all of these when they are acting up. How do you use medical marijuana? There are many different ways that medical marijuana can be consumed. Of course, you can smoke it. Everyone knows that you can smoke it. But you can also vaporize it, or you can eat it in foods, or you can put a drop or two of the liquid that comes out of the plant underneath your tongue. Or you can apply it as lotion. They do sell hemp lotion. I've never used it, so I don't know if it works, but I've heard good things. There are many states that already have laws that regulate medical marijuana. And as of June 28th of 2016, there are 25 states that have laws to regulate it. These include Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Washington. All of these states have already legalized it for medical purposes. But which state has the best laws for marijuana regulation? Well, according to High Times, Oregon has the best marijuana legalization law. The laws in Oregon state that there is a specific age of 21 or over that you can get medical marijuana. The laws in Oregon say there are no felonies for possession or delivery for adults or minors. They give you the right to grow, and you can grow up to 24 plants, which is the most out of every state. There are lower taxes and lower prices of the medical marijuana. And they took the least amount of time to shift from medical use to recreational use. You are also allowed to grow the bigger plants in Oregon. Solutions for regulating medical marijuana issues are that there should be a very strict age regulation that you can release medical marijuana to. I personally believe that it should be 21, but I can see why other people would suggest 18. If you're sick and have a disease and you're 18, you need a way to get to the medical marijuana without being illegal with it. According to AFA.org, age restrictions and enhanced enforcements of age restrictions can be used to limit the use of medical marijuana use, or just medical marijuana use in general among adolescents, which have already declined with tobacco and alcohol use because those are regulated and they have age restrictions on them. Taxation is a good solution and has worked with cigarettes and alcohol. Taxing commercial marijuana is going to most likely push adolescents out of the market, and it may also prevent many from even using the marijuana in the first place. Another issue that needs addressed is driving under the influence or drug driving. Increased penalties for drug driving in localities with greater accessibility to marijuana needs to be enforced. Research should be conducted on reliable and valid methods of determining marijuana impairment. How much of it gets you this stoned or makes you feel like you can't drive, you shouldn't drive. Also, similar to the case with alcohol, education on marijuana use and driving should be available, just like drunk driving. So, in conclusion, today I first discussed the problems with the prohibition against marijuana. Next, I discussed the possible solutions, and I discussed the states and laws that have already allowed it. There are many beneficial uses for medical marijuana. In conclusion, remember that there are people out there in this world that are seeking help for many different medical conditions, and recently there have been more studies and trials that have been proven the medical uses for marijuana are helpful in pain to treat these conditions. Shouldn't everyone in each state be able to try another form of pain relief without spending a ton of money traveling to other states that already have it legalized for medical use? I believe that everyone should be allowed natural medication remedies, which marijuana grows naturally, without being sent to jail or prison for the rest of their life.